Hello everyone, my name is Javon Crawford with Alpha 3 Inc. I am a seasoned real estate investor specialized in fix and flips, rehabs, and wholesaling. So today we're going to go over a short video showing you guys how to calculate comps. And a lot of you guys hear the word comps a whole lot. You hear the word ARV, which stands for at the repair value. And today we're going to kind of go into detail what does that really mean and how do you find comps and how you find comps that related to your subject property. So the first thing we need to do is understand what is comps, what a comp is. So when you get started in your business, everyone is very important that you understand what comps and ARV, how it relates to your fix and flip business. So how to start a successful fix and flip business. So the first thing you want to do is you want to become an expert before you flip your very first property. So if you have no experience in real estate at all, you never done a deal, the first thing you want to do is get good with understanding your market. So know and understand your market. You also need to understand that real estate is not an exact science. So you can minimize risk, but you want to understand that it's not an exact science to real estate. And also too, I notice a lot of individuals have analysis paralysis. Don't over analyze your deal. Analyze your deal, work with a mentor, work with someone that can help you with your deal, and then take action. I know individuals that have been working on deals for the last 2 years and haven't pulled a trigger. So again, make sure that you're not over analyzing your deal. Now, analyzing the deal. So these are the things that you need to know to become an expert before you flip the deal. Understanding the market trends. What's happening in your area, right? Is there a decline in sales in your area? Are individuals buying properties in your area? Are they buying fix and flip or single family properties? Are they buying 2 units? Are they buying rentals? What is happening in your area? So once you start understanding trends and understanding what's happening in your area, you can start finding properties in the area that's more likely to sell to a first-time home buyer or just a buyer in general. Determining the ARV is a very important term that you hear a lot in real estate business, but you have to understand what ARV is and how to find it. Understanding comps. A lot of people don't understand what comps is and how it works. And today we're going to go over the information, show you how that works. Estimating repairs and expenses is another important part to understand your ARV and building in what it costs to sell the property. Understanding the cost, the carrying cost, and everything that's related to your fix and flip deal. So what is a comp, right? The term comps stand for comparable sales. So it refers to the prices paid for recently sold homes that are comparable in size, style, and location. Comparable sales are a critical part of assessing the current market value, right? So when you have a property, we call it subject property, the property that you're looking at purchasing, and you want to know what it's going to sell for when you fix it up, you have to find property that's a property that's very similar in size, style, and location. So to give you a little bit more detail, so property of a similar age. So sometimes you got to be careful when it comes to age. You may see a property, if you're in the Chicago market, they got properties that was built back in 1950, 1960. And a lot of times you don't have a lot of properties that was built in the 1990. So you got to be careful when it comes to age. Size, you want to really key in on size. So square footage. So if you have your subject property that you're looking to purchase is 1,000 square feet, you want to find properties that's within maybe 500 square feet of that property. So meaning that if you have a subject property that's 1,000 square feet, you don't want to look for anything that's over 2,000 square feet. So this is the same way that appraisers look at your property when they do an appraisal report. So you want to get really good at pulling your comps. Now, if you're in a market where there's not a lot of property, you may be able to stretch that a little bit, maybe from 1,000 to 2,000, but you have to be really careful when you're doing that. So, the property of similar age, size, features, and neighborhood, right? Because sometimes you can be in a neighborhood where property values are really low, and you might have a neighboring neighborhood when the property values are very high. So stick within the neighborhood of where your subject property is located. Houses within 500 square feet. So meaning that when I was just explaining to you, if it's 1,000, you don't want to go too much past 500. So that means 1,500. And it depends on your area, your location. Your comps have to be in the same neighborhood. Watch for gated communities, crossing major dividers like major highways. Because sometimes you go over a major highway, you might have another different area within your neighborhood. Comps should be within 1 mile radius of the subject property. So you don't want to look for property that's over a mile radius. You want to be a mile or less, as close to the property as possible. All right. So what is ARV? I get this is a whole lot too. What is ARV? ARV. So in the world of real estate investing, ARV stands for after repair value. This is the estimated value of a property. So after it has been completely renovated and you fixed it up, this is a crucial number for flipping homes and allow you to calculate the spread between what you should be buying it for and the price you can expect to resell it for. So the ARV of a particular property will determine the exit strategy for the property. It will also suggest the financing route that is most appropriate. At its core, the ARV provides a great snapshot of whether an investment property is worth considering. Determining the ARV on a given property does set the skill to gather accurate repair estimates for a particular rehab project. For beginners, this will mean looking at the latest comps in the last 6 months, obtaining 3 repair contractor estimates, and material estimate for numerous local stores. So a lot of individuals are not really good with calculating the repairs. So one of the great things you can do when you have a subject property is get 3 repair estimates from a potential contractor you're looking at working with, so you can compare and see what the type of rehabs need to happen to the property. Now, estimating the ARV is a little bit more detailed. So you're looking at properties that's already fixed up on the market, actively on the market, that's in move-in ready condition, right? And you're also looking at property that's sold. What property sold in the last 6 months in move-in ready condition? I'm saying move-in ready condition, meaning that you need to be able to move in it and look great. These are the properties that you will be comparing and looking at comps to determine the ARV. Okay, so also, what is DOM? So you hear days on market. What are the average days on the market before the property sells? So when you're getting into an area, a particular market, you need to know the DOM. You need to know what the days on market. So is your property, most properties that look like yours is going to be on the market for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It's very critical that you know this going in the deal before you purchase the property. So you don't want to buy a property because you live in the area, you feel good about the area, you grew up in the area, but then you don't understand what the days of market is in that area. So again, becoming an expert before you flip your first property. So you got to understand the trends. What are properties selling for in your market? How many single family properties sold in the last 6 months? So look in your market, see what sold. Go to your filters, go to Redfin, Zillow, put in properties that sold in the last 6 months. What sold in the last 6 months, single family properties. How many single family properties sold in the last 3 months? I want to know if things are changing in this quarter. Are properties going up? Is it declining? What is happening in your market? Now, if you have 10 properties or more that's sold in your area, then you may be in an area where people are more inclined to purchase a single family home. But if you're in an area that have 10 or less properties that's sold in the area in the last 6 months, then you may have some issue with finding buyers to purchase your property. So what does that mean? So there are times where you look at it in a particular market and a lot of things are not selling. So you got to be careful when you're going into those markets, because that means that you may have a long time before someone purchases your property. Now, how do you view these sold listings? And we're going to go over it more in detail today as well. You need to go to redfin.com, zillow.com, realtors.com, and trulia.com. These are all free websites. You can sign up for free. You get access to the MLS, the multiple listing service, which means you're able to put any market on the MLS. You can see it from anywhere in the world. So make sure that you understand that you can get this for free. If you have access to the MLS with a realtor, that's great. That's phenomenal. I like having access to the MLS, which I do. It gives you the accurate comps and everything that's happening in the market. How to find comps. All right. So when you go into your filters, they have filters on Redfin, Zillow, and you can change your filters to property that's sold in the last 6 months. Also change the filters to reflect the bedroom size. So is it your subject property. Is it 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms? And you want to compare your comps to your subject property. And then the square footage. So if the square footage is 1,000, you want to compare it from 1,000 to about 2,000, and you don't want to go too much past 1,000 when you are searching for your particular property. So again, these are the ways that you can find your ARV and also find the comps that you're looking for. So let's kind of go to the actual site. So let's go to Redfin. So Redfin, what you do is you put in Google. You see it's up here, redfin.com. You put in the city. So this is a particular city that's in near Chicago, suburb of Chicago. It's called Oak Park. Put in Oak Park, and then when you go to Redfin, it gives you a map, right, of everything that's active on the market. You see this? Everything that's active on the market. So you see different prices: $875,000, $459,000, $1 million. So what you need to do is go to filters. Go to the filters here, and you can select, I'm looking for to purchase, to do a rehab, a single family property that's 3 bedrooms or more. So as you can see, let's see, you can go here now. You got homes, condo, townhomes, multifamily, land, other types. I'm looking for a single family home. So as you update that, things start changing. Now, if you want to see the home values, you can hit it here. Go back to listings if you need to do this. Now, I like to go to sort. Go to sort. I want to look at properties based on price. So again, I want to look at properties, homes, single family homes, 3 bedrooms or more. Go ahead and update it. Now, it's telling me that the most inexpensive property in Oak Park under my filter is this property is located at 212 South Austin. $245,000, 920 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Okay, you guys see that? All right, the next property is this property here, $250,000, 4 bedroom, 1 bath, 874 square feet. Now, when you're going through this, you scroll down, it gives you a little information about the property. It said, attention rehabs and investor, diamond in the rough, single family home, features 4 bedrooms more, add a dormer and increase the square footage of this gym. 4 bedroom properties are selling for over $400K. Don't miss this opportunity to fix and flip. So this is a fix and flip property, right? All right. So as you can see, this is important information. It's give you the details of the property, how many bedrooms, the square footage size, the living room size, parking information, and this is pretty important too. So this is they call it the PIN, the parcel identification number. I like to take this number, copy it. You can always take that information and go to the county assessor or county recorders, and you can see any liens or anything that's attached to the property. But this is, you have to get familiar with yourself. So individuals like to come down here to see what's closing in the area. So like now, that property is Oak Park, but it's showing me a property in Chicago. So that's why you have to do your own comps. So how do you pull your own comps? So what do you need to do is go up here to the map. This is the map where the property is located. You can go to map nearby home for sale. And then, okay, this is our subject property right here. You can zoom out. Again, you want to look at properties that sold. You want to see properties within a 1 mile radius. Austin, I know that Austin Boulevard, east of this area here, is Chicago. This area over here is west, is Oak Park. So now, go back to your filters, go to home, and go to sold. I want to know what's sold in the last 6 months. And then you can go here, for sale, take this off, and hit apply. Now I want to change the filter based on price. Now it's showing me, let me move over a little bit because it's showing me Chicago properties. And that's one thing, you want to get this really precise. So what you can do too is you can draw, hit the word draw. I can draw in the area I want to show. So if I want to see areas, I want to see properties in this area because it keeps showing me Chicago. Now I want to cross this major street. Alright, there we go. Now we can sort this based on lowest to highest. Now, so this is the first property that pops up. Let's click on it. So this property sold for $232,000. Let's see the condition of this property. So as you can see the pictures, that's what I want you to see. Look at the pictures. Based on the pictures, this property needs work. So when I'm looking at my ARV, I'm not going to use this property as part of my ARV because it needs major work. I want to see what a property look like when it's fixed up and in great condition. Also, this property is a 2-bedroom. I don't want to use this as a comp. So I go back and change my filters. Now I want to see 3 bedrooms. Actually, our subject property is 4. So you change it to 4. Apply filters. Alright. So let's just scroll down. Alright, let's look at this property here. So again, I'm looking at properties that sold in the last 6 months. That's similar to my subject property. Remember, my subject property is for $250,000. I want to see the condition of it. I want to know what it look like on the inside. So this one don't show that many pictures other than the outside. So for example purpose, I want to find a property that shows the condition of the inside. Alright, so we got a property here that sold back in April. We may have some pictures on the inside. Okay, great. So now this is what the property look like when you fix it up. This is how it should look. This is what we call property you can use for a comp. You see how the floors, you see the base molding, the crown molding, the light work. So you can tell this is a recent rehab. I'm looking at the doors. I'm gonna do the same thing. Like this great staging. And this can be really a good comp to use. See the shaker cabinets, granite, bathroom. So it's in really good condition, right? Closet. Alright, so each property you have to do the same thing. So what I like to do is, okay, so this property sold for $506,000 for a bedroom. Alright, let's see what they purchased the property for. So to see what they purchased the property for, you go to here. The last time they purchased this property was back in 2014 for $235,000, and then they sold it for $425,000. And it looked like they listed again for $48,900, and then they sold it for $506,000. Okay, and this will give you the square footage, any other information that you need. So this can be one comp that you use, $506,000. That's one example. Let's go back to have another property here. Four bedrooms. Really nice from the outside. Inside look amazing. And just trying to show you guys some example, but this is how you pull your comps. You go and you look and see what it look like, and this is how you determine your ARV by pulling your comps. You need to really look at your comps. You got to make sure it's in a really good condition. They really rehabbed this property. You got 3 bedrooms. And I'll just show you guys one more. Let's see, did we see this one already? This one have a picture. Let's look at this one here. This one's on Taylor Street. This one sold for $460,000. Bad lighting, but it's in good condition. Okay, it's not bad. They could have took better pictures to highlight the property. So you guys get the hang of it. Also, if you want to see what the property look like or the neighborhood, you hit Street View. And you can look at the neighborhood. See what type of neighborhood. So all these things are going to help you become a really good investor, a really good rehabber. So this is part of it. So this is part one of the comps. Look forward to creating another video for you guys to go more in detail with finding your comps and finding your ARV. I'll see you guys next time.